And welcome to episode number 2 of WCW Saturday Night. We've got 5 more incredible matches for you this week. After last week, WCW arrived with a bang on the opening episode of WCW Saturday Night. Sting electrified the crowd in his debut by overpowering the rugged Western brawler Scott Casey. Dr. Death Steve Williams showed frightening cruelty, dismantling Al Madril in brutal fashion. A classic tag team war crowned the Rock and Roll Express as the first WCW tag team champions. Ron Simmons shocked the world by defeating Dusty Rhodes to become United States champion. And Harley Race reclaimed glory by outlasting Ric Flair to become the first WCW world champion. And if you thought last week was wild, tonight might shake the very foundation of WCW. We've got a stacked lineup. Lex Luger opens the night against the scrappy up-and-coming Texan, another Texan, Gary Young, followed by the mysterious and lightning-quick Great Muta battling journeyman Bill Mulkey. Then, in what many are calling the most frightening debut in wrestling history, the monstrous Vader, one of the most imposing, terrifying figures ever to step into a ring, collides with the technically gifted Mike Rotunda. After that, the beloved Junkyard Dog tangles with the wily veteran Larry Zbyszko, and we close the night with a dangerous showdown between two wild men, Terry Funk versus Stan Hansen. But let's get right to the action, folks, and send you to ringside for our first match of the night, Gorgeous Gary Young taking on the Total Package, Lex Luger. And here we go, folks. We are ready for our opening match as Gary Young, Gorgeous Gary Young, as he likes to go by, heading down to the ring, calls himself the pretty boy of WCW. He has wrestled in many small arenas across the Southwest. He hails from Texas. He's a former high school amateur wrestler with surprising technical skill. And he's known for posing in photo shoots just as often as he gets into that squared circle to wrestle. Prides himself on his look. Says he is the handsomest man in the WCW. And he is here tonight to shock the world, hoping to defeat the Total Package Lex Luger. Good luck to Gary Young. I have a feeling that is a tall order for him to accomplish tonight. But here comes his opponent, the Total Package Lex Luger, a former college football standout turned powerhouse bodybuilder. He's known for his spectacular physique and unmatched strength. Luger, of course, carries himself like a future world champion, confidence beyond his experience, and he is ready to make his WCW debut here tonight against Gorgeous Gary Young. Let's see how this match unfolds. Lex Luger, the prohibitive favorite, but don't count out Gorgeous Gary Young. Just because he preens like a pretty boy doesn't mean he can't fight. And the referee wearing the wrong shirt, but that's okay. We'll continue on with the match anyway. Lex Luger in control right now. Oh, but Gorgeous Gary Young sends Luger to the ropes and trips him up. And Gorgeous Gary Young already trying to showboat a little bit. That's not going to work very well against Lex Luger. Oh, Luger too fast for Young there. And a big backdrop there from the Total Package. And Luger just tossing Young around. You can see the incredible strength of Lex Luger. Of course, Lex Luger uses an intense self-training regimen, reportedly starting at 4 a.m. As the two lock up one more time. Luger getting the advantage. Overpowering Gary Young once again. These really take quite a long time to get through these little matchups here, don't they? And Luger slams Gary Young to the ground. Here's a pin attempt. I can't imagine he's going to get the pinfall this early. And no, Gary Young able to kick out. Back to Luger's bio here. He grew up in Chicago before traveling the world as an athlete. He once trained briefly in Japan. Oh, look at that power slam from Luger. Luger once trained briefly in Japan where his raw strength surprised veterans. And he's known backstage for being extremely competitive, even during warm-ups. Luger likes to make sure he is always at the top of his game, and he takes winning very seriously here in the WCW. And he is off to a great start here against gorgeous Gary Young, absolutely dominating the match so far, and another big power slam there from Luger. I'm not sure Gary Young is going to last much longer. Luger just running roughshod over him. Another impressive debut of a top talent here in WCW. Luger working on the legs now. And now Luger with a suplex, incredible move there by the Total Package. Of course, he calls himself the Total Package, claiming he has no weaknesses. And he has reportedly benched over 500 pounds. Not surprising given the look of Luger's physique there. And Luger continuing to just dominate this match. Big elbow drop there from the Total Package. Luger, of course, determined to prove he belongs in the main event picture sooner rather than later. And look at this, Lex Luger delivering the flying forearm, and that's got to be it, folks. Luger connects on his patented finishing move. There's one, there's two, and there is three. The Total Package, Lex Luger, with a dominant performance in the opening match of WCW Saturday Night episode number 2. It's completely overpowering Gary Young. Gorgeous Gary Young, as he likes to be called. He was not a match for the Total Package tonight. Of course, the locker room is already buzzing about who can step up to challenge the champions we crowned last week. Tensions are rising. Sting, Ron Simmons, Ric Flair, all looking to continue their hot starts. Well, Ric Flair lost his championship match, but he looked very impressive in that close loss to the World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race. But here tonight, Lex Luger is the one who stands victorious in our opening match, defeating gorgeous Gary Young in Luger's WCW debut. What a performance by the Total Package. And look at Luger showing off that impressive physique as he stands victorious here tonight. And now it's time for our next match of the night. And you can see the next match features Bill Mulkey, a veteran journeyman, taking on the mysterious Great Muta, who hails from the Far East. Let's head to ringside for our next match. All right, after seeing Lex Luger absolutely look dominant in our opening match, we've got potentially another mismatch as the longtime Southern journeyman Bill Mulkey makes his way down to the ring. He's wrestled nearly everywhere, folks. You can see he's got a sharp jacket with his name on it that lends an air of professionalism to his pro wrestling career. Mulkey Mania, he likes to say, every time he comes to your city to wrestle, all the Mulkey fans come out. He does step over the top rope, which is interesting because he's not exceptionally tall, but still makes an effort to get over that top rope. And you can see he is not the most physically gifted wrestler, but he'll make up for it in experience. He's wrestled in so many matches. He is known for being tough as nails despite rarely winning. He started wrestling at 17 after working construction jobs, and here tonight he's got his hands full as he is taking on one of the most talented wrestlers in the world after dominating the competition in the Far East. the mysterious Great Muta makes his debut here in World Championship Wrestling. Mysterious Japanese sensation with unmatched speed and agility. He's trained in the famous New Japan dojos. He's a master of martial arts influenced offense. He can strike deadly quick and can hit you with all sorts of different offense, from those martial arts to high-flying maneuvers off the top rope. He's known for his eerie calm before matches, and you can see the athleticism on full display as Muta comes into the ring, and you see the dangerously fast movements of the equally dangerous Great Muta. He rarely speaks outside the ring, communicates mostly with glares and gestures. And then on the other side, you've got Bill Mulkey. Has a reputation for taking a beating and asking for more. Mulkey does, and he may need to... Mulkey misses on a punch, and Great Muta right off the bat, showing that he is clearly the superior wrestler, already in control here against Mulkey. Now, Bill Mulkey claims he once wrestled 3 matches in one night in 3 different towns. He's traveled the roads with various tag partners across the territories. Look at this incredible offense from Muta, working on the shoulder. And unlike the Brooklyn Brawler, who tapped out to that move last week on Saturday night's main event, Bill Mulkey's not giving in just so easily, but Muta just right back in charge. Of course, Bill Mulkey, known for his self-deprecating humor backstage, a trait that endears him to a lot of wrestlers and fans. Doesn't take himself too seriously, which is always nice to see. And he brings here's a pin attempt from Great Muta. Can he end it already? No, Bill Mulkey able to kick out just barely. Great Muta thought he had it wrapped up. But Bill Mulkey does bring a surprisingly strong amateur background to the wrestling ring. And he loves proving that he belongs in the ring with top talent, and Great Muta is certainly top talent. Mulkey says he's too stubborn to quit, his trademark line for years. And he is doing his best to hang in there with Muta, in a devastating clothesline there from Bill Mulkey. And Mulkey now maybe taking a little bit too long to celebrate. Muta's right back up and right back in control, just like that. Mulkey had one fleeting moment of greatness, but Muta now firmly back in control. Now back to Muta. He is rumored to have multiple secret alter egos, depending on the opponent. Something I had not heard before about the Great Muta. He reportedly practices acrobatic drills for hours without rest. He brings a supernatural aura that unsettles opponents instantly. And you can see Mulkey could tell right away he might be in over his head. And it has certainly proved that way, as Great Muta has absolutely dominated this match. Muta has wrestled extensively in Hawaii. Oh, here's another pin attempt. But Mulkey able to kick out once more. Look at all the kicks being delivered to Mulkey's face. Oh, and Mulkey's been busted open. I don't think Mulkey can last too much longer. Oh, there's a big hip drop. And that seems to be one of Muta's finishing moves, I guess. There's the pin attempt from Muta, and that is going to do it. Yes, the Great Muta. A dominating win for him. We've seen Lex Luger dominate tonight. Now we see the Great Muta dominate. You can tell we've got a lot of incredible talent here in World Championship Wrestling. Both Lex Luger, the Great Muta. Last week we saw Sting look very impressive. We saw Dr. Death Steve Williams look very impressive. We've got so many outstanding superstars here in World Championship Wrestling. And the Great Muta is certainly among those top contenders for championship gold in the near future. Impressive win for the mysterious Great Muta here tonight, winning in his WCW debut match. And look at that menacing glare into the camera from the Great Muta. Not many superstars are going to want to tangle with this impressive athlete. And now it is time to move to our next match of the evening. And our next match of the evening features Mike Rotunda, one of the most skilled wrestlers in the world, taking on, this cannot be understated or overstated enough, one of the most terrifying men I have ever seen in the wrestling arena, the man called Vader. Let's send you down to ringside for this match and just hope Mike Rotunda can survive this one-on-one matchup with this monster. And here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't say this often, but I am legitimately concerned for the health and well-being of the man coming down to the ring here tonight, Mike Rotunda. As impressive a pro wrestler as he is, as skilled as he is, as technically savvy as he is, he's won nearly everything you can win in the amateur ranks. But here tonight, he is going up against a monster almost 3 times his size. You can see the fans love Mike Rotunda. They're rooting for him tonight, but I just don't see how any man can defeat his opponent here tonight. We're about to see him make his way down to the ring. A legitimately terrifying 400-pound plus monster making his WCW debut. Here he is, the man called Vader. Vader is a former professional football player with shocking speed for his size. He's nicknamed the Mastodon for his explosive power. He's known worldwide as one of the stiffest strikers in wrestling. When he hits you, you will know it. And generally speaking, the match does not last long at all. He used to wear a menacing horned mask during his entrance that unsettled crowds and opponents. Now he has gotten rid of that, and he is terrifying enough without that getup that he used to wear. Vader has also trained in the brutal wrestling style of Japan's toughest dojos, much like the Great Muta, who we saw in our previous match. Vader has reportedly broken opponents' bones just by charging into them. You can certainly understand why, looking at his immense size and obvious power. He's famous for his volcanic temper. Few dare cross him backstage. You can see why you would want to stay on this monster's good side. I'm not sure you can even call this a man. Look at the size of this incredibly large human. Well, Godspeed to Mike Rotunda. He's going to have his hands full tonight. I just hope he leaves this ring without any serious injuries. Oh, he takes a swing and misses, and Vader now fully in control right off the bat. And look at that incredible wrestling agility from Vader. He's not just a powerhouse, he's also skilled in the art of professional wrestling. Vader looking to dominate just as Lex Luger and the Great Muta have already tonight. And he is off to a quick start. These do take quite a while. This chain wrestling stuff can slow things down. Vader with a great arm drag there. Now Vader, apparently insiders have claimed WCW signed him specifically to change the balance of fear in the locker room, almost as an enforcer. But I'm worried that he may injure some of these superstars he's supposed to keep in line. Vader certainly not afraid to take things too far. Now Mike Rotunda, he's no slouch in that ring. He's a varsity amateur wrestler with a reputation for technical precision. We'll get more into Rotunda's background in just a second as Vader working on that arm of Rotunda. And Vader in full control here, tossing Rotunda around. Oh, look at that, a right hand from Rotunda, another right. And now he's looking to send Vader to the ropes. He does so. Oh, and he misses with an elbow, and Vader right back in control. Back to more... Oh, here's a pin attempt from Vader. Could this be it already? No, Rotunda able to kick out. Now back to Rotunda. He's calm, disciplined, and methodical inside the ring. He's known to study hours of tape before every match. teaches younger wrestlers how to counter strong grapplers, trains in both traditional wrestling and powerlifting, and he's known for clean, crisp offense and almost no wasted motion. A natural strategist, always thinking 2 steps ahead, but tonight he's just being completely overpowered by this monster Vader. All of WCW being put on notice from this impressive performance from the Mastodon, as he likes to be called. Rotunda is tougher than he looks, has competed through multiple injuries. He is never intimidated, no matter how big the opponent, even someone like Vader. Rotunda is going to go in fully confident in his abilities, but tonight this has just been absolutely one-sided, and I'm not sure there's anyone in WCW who could stand up to the power and the terrifying strength of Vader. Now the match continues. You know all the current champions, Harley Race, Ron Simmons, they would prefer not to see. Oh, look at that incredible splash on Rotunda. Now it looks like he is setting Rotunda up for a finishing maneuver. This is probably going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes a powerbomb. There it is, and that's going to be it, folks. Vader absolutely destroys Mike Rotunda, and the referee slapping Rotunda in the face as she makes the count. But Vader gets the victory, and we've had 3 matches and 3 incredibly dominant performances by Lex Luger, the Total Package, the Great Muta, and now Vader. You can see we've got all sorts of talent, strength, skill, all of it here in World Championship Wrestling. Even though the referees are wearing the wrong shirts tonight. They must have forgotten their wardrobe. Look at that disrespect from the referee, just slapping Rotunda in the face as she makes the 3 count. And Vader, look at the strength, look at the size of this man. Who could possibly defeat this monster? I have no idea. But Vader starts out victorious in his WCW debut, to the surprise of probably no one here. But now it's time for our next match. We are to our 4th match of the night, second to last match coming up next. All right, our next match, you can see, it features a wily veteran Larry Zbyszko taking on the fan favorite Junkyard Dog. Let's send you down to ringside for our next match. And here we go. Time for our next match. I think that Mike Rotunda's going to be okay. That's what we're hearing from initial reports, but he definitely looks shaken after that match. Our next match features Larry Zbyszko on his way down to the ring now. The self-proclaimed living legend, full of arrogance and mind games. He's known for stalling, taunting, and frustrating opponents, doing whatever he can to get a win. He is a master technician with decades of experience, however, so you do have to take him seriously. He's certainly accomplished in that ring. He's obsessed with proving that he's smarter than every wrestler he faces. He's not so concerned with overpowering opponents, but he loves to be able to say that he outsmarted and outmaneuvered them. And he is famous for escaping danger by slipping out of holds at the last second. We'll see if he can do that tonight. His opponent tonight, a fan favorite. The crowd's about to erupt. There they go. The crowd absolutely loves this man as the Junkyard Dog makes his way down to the ring. One of wrestling's most beloved, charismatic powerhouses of all time. The Junkyard Dog here in World Championship Wrestling. Now, JYD is a former football star with incredible natural strength. He's known for his trademark headbutts and unbreakable toughness. He built his reputation brawling in the roughest arenas in the South. And he carries tremendous crowd energy, as you can tell, with the crowd going absolutely wild for him tonight. Fans adore him wherever he goes. And he's got a tough task tonight taking on the experienced veteran Larry Zbyszko. But Zbyszko has bitten off just as much, as Junkyard Dog has to be considered a favorite in this match. We'll see who emerges victorious, but either man could win here. And there we go, both men just sprinting at each other, and Zbyszko connects with a bulldog. And Zbyszko are in early control here tonight. Now back to Zbyszko. He's considered one of the craftiest veterans in the sport. He trains daily in old school catch wrestling. He's known to argue with referees more than focus on his opponents. He just likes to cause problems wherever he goes, essentially. Oh, there's a strong right from Junkyard Dog, and now JYD has taken control. Working on the legs now of Larry Zbyszko. Junkyard Dog spends time visiting kids' charity events between shows. Yet another reason why he is so beloved among the professional wrestling audiences. Look at this. Larry Zbyszko backing JYD into a quarter now. A big right hand. And Zbyszko has Junkyard Dog in trouble. Big body slam there. Zbyszko going to the second rope. And look at that elbow from Zbyszko. Junkyard Dog in a bit of trouble right now. Now Zbyszko working on the arm. Zbyszko believes younger wrestlers lack his discipline and ring IQ. He said that many times. And he has been quoted before this match as saying Junkyard Dog is too wild to be taken seriously. And that may be at his own risk. Zbyszko now just toying with Junkyard Dog. But look at this. JYD pops up and right back in control. Actually rolls Zbyszko up for a pin. Great maneuver there from Junkyard Dog, outsmarting Zbyszko. But Zbyszko is able to kick out. Back to Junkyard Dog. He has a booming voice that fills any arena. You know when he is in the building. He's known for dancing before big moments. Loves to have a good time. Junkyard Dog is fiercely loyal to friends, but dangerously intense to enemies. Junkyard Dog has said he sees the WCW as a new chapter where he can still dominate top stars and compete for championships. And tonight's match is the first step towards that. Junkyard Dog delivering a big right hand there. Zbyszko wants no more of this. He escapes the ring. Junkyard Dog follows him out. Big right hand there, followed by a left. And here comes a hip drop, I guess is what you might call that. But Junkyard Dog firmly in control now. Raining right hands down on Zbyszko's face. Zbyszko might be in a bit of trouble now. And look at Junkyard Dog. He's got a submission hold locked in, but Zbyszko is able to escape. And now Zbyszko looking to take control. Working on the legs now of JYD. Oh, look at that. Junkyard Dog reverses things, and he is right back in control. Back and forth we go here tonight. WCW Saturday Night episode number 2. A week after crowning our inaugural champions here in World Championship Wrestling, with the Rock and Roll Express taking the WCW Tag Team titles, Ron Simmons taking the WCW United States title, and of course Harley Race defeating the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. And look at that. Oh, a big elbow there from Zbyszko. Gets him back in control. Now looking to deliver a suplex, and he connects. Both men hurt on that one. Let's see who can get up first. Zbyszko and Junkyard Dog both struggling to get back to the feet. It's Zbyszko who gets up first. Delivering. He's going for a pinfall. Could this be it? Zbyszko gets the 1, the 2, and no, it's a kick out. Oh, sorry, we had a little glitch there. Zbyszko not able to get the 3 counts. Oh, but there's a big kick. And we have a short little commercial. You're not seeing any of this. And we are back in control. Zbyszko just gloating. Oh, he tried for a right hand, but now Junkyard Dog making a comeback. Junkyard Dog about to deliver a big slam, and that might be it, folks. Junkyard Dog connects on one of his signature moves, and now he's posing instead of going for the pin, but Zbyszko is dazed. Junkyard Dog has Zbyszko up and just throws him into the turnbuckle. And Zbyszko looks like he doesn't know where he is at the moment. Junkyard Dog feeling it right now. Now going for the pin. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. There's one, there's two, and yes, there is three. The Junkyard Dog wins this match with Larry Zbyszko. An impressive performance. The crowd going absolutely crazy for one of their favorite superstars. Junkyard Dog able to get the big win over the experienced veteran Larry Zbyszko here tonight. Look at that. Some highlights here. Zbyszko had a good amount of time where he was in control of this match. He just couldn't finish. You could hear the barking dogs in Junkyard Dog's music. Or maybe you can't. Maybe it's just me that can hear that. But a very impressive showing from Junkyard Dog here tonight. There was a big slam. That probably could have finished it right then. But Junkyard Dog didn't go for the pin right away. Instead, he waited a little bit. Here is the finishing pin, and that was it. Junkyard Dog emerges victorious here tonight. Junkyard Dog got a little bloody tonight, but that didn't stop him from getting the win in his WCW debut. What a night for the Junkyard Dog. Larry Zbyszko, I'm sure we'll see more of him down the road. But tonight was Junkyard Dog's night, and now it is time for our main event coming up next. And here we go, folks. It's time for the main event. Two of the toughest brawlers in wrestling history. Stan Hansen goes by the nickname The Lariat, taking on Terry Funk, one of the best hardcore wrestlers of all time. Let's send you to ringside for this incredible main event on WCW Saturday Night, episode number 2. And here we go, folks. It is now time for the main event. Coming down to the ring, Stan Hansen, one of the most feared strikers in wrestling history, known for swinging that bull rope that he's bringing down to the ring and chewing tobacco before his matches. He's nearly blind without his glasses, leading to even harder strikes. He's a Texas roughneck who loves pure, straight-ahead violence. And he became a megastar in Japan due to his punishing style. But here he is now competing in World Championship Wrestling. And he has been quoted as saying he wants a title shot as soon as possible. Fully believing that he is just as good as any other superstar here in WCW. But his opponent tonight, that's going to be put to the test because his opponent is definitely among the best here in WCW, among the most experienced. It is Terry Funk. He is wild. He's an unpredictable brawler from the famous Funk wrestling family. He's known for his Texas toughness and bizarre, sometimes unhinged behavior. He's a former world champion on the independent circuits with unmatched resilience. He's rumored to train on his ranch by fighting fence posts and tractor tires. There's nothing this man won't do to try to prove his toughness. He can switch from calm to deranged in just mere seconds. That has helped him many times in his wrestling career. Many superstars just can't match what Terry Funk is willing to do to get that win. All right, here we go. Two of the toughest men in wrestling history about to lock up in our main event here on WCW Saturday Night number 2. And look at this, Stan Hansen taking the fight right to Terry Funk. Just absolutely floors him. And Hansen ready to brawl here tonight. Stan Hansen has injured several opponents just by hitting too hard. So much power for the Texas Roughneck. He's famous for charging at opponents like a runaway train. You saw that as we started our match here tonight. But now the two men locked up. And look at the power from Stan Hansen. Now Hansen lives on a ranch and still works cattle between tours. And he only respects wrestling veterans who meet him head on. Stan Hansen was quoted before this match saying he views Terry Funk as both a rival and one of the few men tough enough to survive a fight with Stan Hansen. Terry Funk rolling up Stan Hansen. Could he escape with a win with that move? No. Stan Hansen able to kick out. Now back to Terry Funk. He travels constantly, never stays in one place very long. He loves a good fight, and the rougher the better, which is why this main event makes so much sense between Stan Hansen and Terry Funk. Funk is famous for his gravelly voice and intense promos. He's wrestled around the world and learned every style. Oh, he just missed with that move there, though. That allows Stan Hansen to get back in control. Oh, look at that devastating maneuver from Hansen. Before this match, Terry Funk called Stan Hansen, quote, a bull I need to break. So you can see how Terry Funk views this match. You can see Stan Hansen has the size advantage, but Terry Funk certainly will not shy away from fighting any man, no matter how much larger he is. And right now, Terry Funk in control of this match. Of course, even in these non-title matches, every match is being watched by our WCW general manager. And the more impressive you are in your matches, the more likely you will be getting a title shot in the future. So men like Sting, Dr. Death Steve Williams, the Great Muta, Lex Luger, and of course Vader all have acquitted themselves nicely. You can be sure the WCW general manager has noticed those dominating performances. And even in matches like this, where the quality of opponent is much higher, you can be in a much tougher match, but it could be two wrestlers much more respected than who Great Muta faced tonight, or who Lex Luger faced tonight, or Sting faced last week, or Dr. Death Steve Williams faced last week. And now Funk applying a submission hold. Can he get Stan Hansen to tap out? No, Stan Hansen is powering out of the move. And I can't imagine either one of these two superstars tapping out or giving up in any match they're ever in. Stan Hansen back in control, working on the midsection of Terry Funk. And now Hansen going for the pin. Could this be it? The referee counting one. No, only a one count. You can see how tough Terry Funk is. He's taken all sorts of abuse this match, but he refuses to go away quietly. Now Terry Funk trying to establish control, but Hansen is not having it. Right back into control was Hansen, but now Terry Funk has reversed it, and he was going for a pile driver, but Stan Hansen just overpowers it and reverses it right back. Neither man giving in. Back and forth these matches have gone. Oh, and look at this. Stan Hansen with a big knee delivered, and that could be it. Stan Hansen giving the throat slash gesture. He might be ready to end this match. A big right hand. Now just showing his physical dominance over Terry Funk, adding a bit of insult to injury. Oh, look at that dismissive slap to the back of the head by Hansen. Hansen thought better of the move he was about to do. And Terry Funk struggling to get to his feet. Oh, look at this. Terry Funk fighting back once more. He's not ready to give in just yet. And now a swinging neck breaker, and both men are down after that. Terry Funk using this opportunity to rest a little bit. Hansen has been in control of most of this match. Funk fighting back. And now Funk has the control of the match. Can he finish it off? After Stan Hansen has looked so impressive for a majority of this match, now Terry Funk fighting back. Can he? Oh no, a big elbow there from Stan Hansen. And now Hansen going for the pin attempt. Can Terry Funk reach the ropes or kick out? He's able to kick out after just one. This match could continue for quite some time, as tough as these two wrestlers are. Oh, big boot there from Stan Hansen, and now Hansen going for a pin attempt once more. Could this be it? There's one, there's two, and no, Terry Funk is able to kick out. Stan Hansen thought he might have had it won right there, but Terry Funk refusing to stay down. Look at that, both men run into each other, and now Terry Funk looking to lock in that submission hold on the leg. Stan Hansen could easily grab the ropes. I'm not sure why he's not, but he powers out of the move anyway. And now Hansen looking to get right back in control. Big right hand, floors Terry Funk. And now Hansen working on getting Funk to submit, but that's never going to happen. Funk right back up. Oh, a big clothesline. That was the lariat clothesline that Stan Hansen is so famous for. That could be it, ladies and gentlemen. There's two. No, Terry Funk kicks out once again. What does Stan Hansen have to do to put this man down for good? Terry Funk just absolutely dazed, and now they are trading blows. But Stan Hansen looks like he's got a little bit more left in the tank than Terry Funk. We'll see what happens. Both men giving it everything they've got here tonight in our main event. Just wailing away on each other. There's a big right hand slap. Oh, and Stan Hansen reversed that attempt by Terry Funk. But they continue to go at it. Neither man backing down. What a battle we've seen. Look at this. Both men raining down blows on each other. What absolute fighting spirit from both men. And now Terry Funk working on the neck breaker. He got the neck breaker. That could be it, folks. Terry Funk now going for the pin. There is one. There is two. But no, Stan Hansen is able to kick out, and this marathon match continues. What an incredible match we are witnessing here in the main event. This could be a classic, folks. Look at this. Terry Funk going to the top rope. High-risk maneuver for Funk. Oh, and he's going to try a moonsault and misses. That backfired on Terry Funk, and now I think Stan Hansen is about to put this one away. Oh, look at that. A mistimed move from Stan Hansen, but he's right back in control. Oh, and now Terry Funk fighting back. The momentum swings in this match are hard to keep up with, and look at the power from Terry Funk. Stan Hansen, a much larger man. Terry Funk held him up for a good couple of seconds, and now Terry Funk going right back to that top rope, looking to connect on the move that he missed on just seconds ago, and he connects this time. That could be it. There's the 2 count, and no! Yet another kick out from Stan Hansen. Terry Funk in absolute disbelief. Neither man willing to stay down for the 3 seconds required to end this match. And Terry Funk signaling that he is ready to put Stan Hansen away. Delivers a big chop, a big right hand, and actually knocks the much larger Hansen down. Now Hansen struggling to the corner. Terry Funk maybe gave him a little bit too much time, and now Stan Hansen back in control for just a millisecond. Now Terry Funk sends Hansen to the turnbuckles, and there's another reversal. What an incredible match this has been. Hansen misses with a big boot. Terry Funk right back in control, and he might be going for a pile driver, but no, once again Stan Hansen overpowers Funk, and now Hansen going for a pin. Could this be it? 1, 2, and 3. This referee really needs to work on her form. She was slapping Terry Funk in the face during that 3 count victory, and maybe that's what cost Funk the match. I don't know. But in the end, the lariat Stan Hansen emerges victorious over Terry Funk. But what an instant classic that match was. Both men giving it everything they've got. And you can be sure the WCW general manager took note of what an effort both men put into this match. I think we'll be seeing Stan Hansen competing for World Championships soon. Terry Funk might not be too far behind. Tonight, Stan Hansen was just a little bit better than Terry Funk. What a night of wrestling we've seen here. We saw the total package. Lex Luger look like the blue blood talent that he is. We saw the great Muta look absolutely dominant in his match. We saw the monstrous and terrifying Vader absolutely decimate one of the top wrestlers in WCW in Mike Rotunda. We saw the Junkyard Dog able to defeat Larry Zbyszko, a crafty veteran. Then here in our main event, Stan Hansen gets the better, just barely, of Terry Funk. You can see the referee just slapping Terry Funk with that 3 count. And Stan Hansen gets that cowbell back up, the rope that he likes to celebrate with and bring down to the ring, symbolizes that Texas grit that he's so proud of. And Stan Hansen victorious here tonight. That's going to wrap things up for, and that some are calling that the greatest of all time. What a match we just saw. That will wrap up episode 2 of WCW Saturday Night, folks. Make sure to tune in for WWF's Saturday Night's main event, episode 2. That will be coming up at some point in the near future. And then we'll be back again soon for episode 3 of WCW Saturday Night. Until then, folks, good night.